Hey, Popeye are the latest.
Good morning, Popeyes. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. In today's journey, can you tell what's in my plate? Well, I know you know the roast breadfruit. You know the sweet potato. There's a boiled dumpling. There is also a fried, is it fritters or fritters? Well, are the same thing to me. Fritters or fritters. There is also a slice of pear. And yes, you are seeing ackee. But the big question is, can you tell me what is mixed with the ackee? No, it's not saltfish. That is mixed with the ackee is pork. No, this question is for the pork eaters. I know a lot of people don't eat pork, and no offense to you, but not everybody are going to eat the way you eat. So, for the pork eaters, have you ever had ackee and pork before? Well, if you haven't, you need to check out Jilly's restaurant on Darling Street in Savannah, Lamar. They cook all kind of meat you can think of, whether it's chicken, fish, beef, you name it. But if you're a pork eater, ensure that you go to Jilly's and try their pork and ackee. Also, on a Saturday, they cook corned pork soup. You can call Jilly's and place your order. They do delivery in and around Savannah, Lamar. Their phone number is 876-866-9637. That's 876-866-9637. And in today's journey, if you are in Savannah, Lamar, we are going to show you exactly where to find Jilly's restaurant. So, sit back, relax, and come and have breakfast with me. Now, we have closed off the entries for Quicksilver Song Chorus, and we are going to go through the entries. Tomorrow, we'll be posting the 10 finalists, and we are going to be asking you to vote for the winners. 5 of the 10 finalists will be getting a $500 phone credit, courtesy of Quicksilver. Tomorrow is Quicksilver and his father's birthday, and he's giving away some gifts for his birthday. Now, on to the news. This incident, it took place on Monday night, July 25th, 2022, about 10:30. It took place along the Farm Main Road, that's between White House and Belmont in the parish of Westmoreland. So, here is what we are learning. That man on your screen, his name is Jermaine Ricketts. On the 18th of next month, Jermaine, he would be celebrating his 36th birthday. Jermaine lived at Southampton in the Santa Cruz area in the parish of St. Elizabeth. Now, Jermaine, he left Kingston on that Monday evening, July 25th. He was driving a 2022 Toyota Coaster minibus. Now, this minibus, it was loaded with passengers. Some of the passengers, they would have come off the bus along the way. So about 10:30, the bus was now on the Farm Main Road, heading towards Savannah, Lamar. About 6 passengers, as well as the conductor, were on the bus. A blue 2016 Land Rover Discovery motorcar, being driven by a lady. It is said that she lived in the United States of America, but she was staying locally at White House. This Land Rover, it was coming in the opposite direction. The passengers of the coaster, they are claiming that the Land Rover, it swerved to its right into the path of the Toyota coaster, resulting in a head-on collision. We are told that as a result of this collision, everyone in the Toyota coaster bus, as well as the driver for the Land Rover, they received injuries. They were rushed to the Savannah Lamar Public Hospital, where Jermaine and the conductor for the bus, well, his name is Jevony Thompson. He is 20 years old and he's living at an address in St. Elizabeth. Both the driver and the conductor, they were admitted in a serious condition. We are told that the driver for the Land Rover, she was served a copy of a warning notice, indicating that it is likely that she will be charged in relation to this accident. So, Jermaine, he was in hospital receiving treatment, but on Monday, August 14th, 2022, he lost the fight. Jermaine, he succumbed to his injuries whilst being treated. Now, Jermaine was on the job. He was earning some money for him and his family, and he ended up losing his life. Boy, may I tell you, we'd like to take time out to say condolences to the family and friends of Jermaine, a man who has been in the transportation business from the devil was a boy. May his soul rest in peace. Now, in this next incident, we are learning that yesterday morning, Wednesday, August 17th, 2022, about 11 o'clock, the St. James Police, they carried out a targeted operation at Piggott Street in the Mount Salem Police area in the parish of St. James. We are told that an unfinished house was searched and a Glock 40 pistol with the serial number intact, affixed with a magazine containing 8 live rounds, were found. They were found wrapped in an underpants and they were stuck in the hole of a building block. We are told that one man was taken into custody in connection with this find. He has not yet been charged, so we are unable to release his name, but congratulations to the intelligencers for giving the police the intelligence, and congrats also to the St. James Police for acting on the intelligence and recovering this weapon. Job well done. Now, my viewers, my subscribers, I try to come here on a daily basis to inform you as to what is happening, and based on my reporting, by now you should know that it cannot be business as usual. Some things that we used to do before the pandemic, we can't return to doing them. And it's not like I'm telling people, not to have fun. But there's a big but. Listen to this. 2 bars were held up and robbed in the parish of Westmoreland last night. The first incident, it took place at a bar at Buddens River and Chantilly intersection. It took place some minutes to 9 o'clock. We are learning that the owners and other persons were in the bar when a white Toyota Axio motor car drove up. It is said that 2 hoodlums exited the car and went into the bar. The 2 hoodlums, they brandished guns and held up the persons in the bar. They ended up robbing them of cash, cell phones and bottles of rum. They then made good their escape in the white Toyota Axio motor car. In the next incident, it took place at a bar along the Farm Main Road in the Bluefields Police area in the parish of Westmoreland. This one took place last night also, about some minutes to 11 o'clock. We are learning that the bartender and some patrons, they were in the bar when 3 hoodlums entered the bar. We are told that one of the hoodlums was armed with an M16 rifle. Another one was armed with an AK-47 rifle. And the third one, he was armed with a handgun. They proceeded to rob the persons in the bar. One of the men who was in the bar, he is a 68-year-old delivery man from Kingston. He was on the job and he decided to stop and have a drink. The hoodlums, they ended up robbing the persons in the bar of cash and cell phones. Luckily, no one was injured in the 2 incidents. But what you must consider, is that if any of these hoodlums who are carrying out these robberies, if they know that you will be able to identify them, or if they know that you know them, they are not going to be leaving you alive. You best believe that, because them no want to go to prison. So, be aware, be vigilant, be alert. Most of all, be careful. The decisions you make may end up saving your lives. In this next incident, we are learning that a 43-year-old chef from Mount Peace in the parish of Hanover, he is lucky to be alive. This is after he was stabbed and seriously wounded at a wake yard that was being held at Gary's Water Sports along the beach road in Negril in the parish of Westmoreland. This took place last night, Wednesday, August 17th, 2022, about some minutes to 12 midnight. We are learning that this chef and a man known as Carver, they had an argument, and it is alleged that Carver, he pulled a knife and made one joke into the right side of the chef's chest. Carver, he then made good his escape on foot. The Negril EMS team, they were called and they treated and transported the chef to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. The chef, he is lucky it wasn't on the left side that he got this joke. Boy, may I tell you. You know, everybody a bad man nowadays, you know. Everybody are bad people. The least little argument. Knife, machete, or gun. Well, let's hope that this chef is able to pull through. This next incident, it took place Wednesday night, August 16th, 2022, about some minutes after 11 o'clock. It took place at Miller's Drive in Lucy in the parish of Hanover. We are learning that a man, well, so far, we are told that he's called Steve and he's from the parish of Hanover. It is said that Steve, he was walking along Miller's Drive when he was approached by a hoodlum. This hoodlum, he was armed with a gun. It is said that the hoodlum, he opened gunfire hitting Steve on his left arm, his right leg, and at the back of his head. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape on foot in the area. Steve, he was transported to a nearby hospital where he has since been admitted in a serious condition. When we last made checks, we were told that Steve, he's still here with us. And if there's any more updates, we will certainly be updating this story, the mayhem. And before we started recording this video, we got some information that a man was shot and seriously wounded in Lucy earlier today. Well, a few moments ago. We are told that he was shot in the left side of his chest and the bullet exited through his right side. We are getting the information and in a subsequent video, we will certainly be updating this story. But it is confirmed a man was shot and seriously wounded in Lucy by the police not too long ago. Now, we are learning that yesterday afternoon, Wednesday, August 17th, 2022, residents of Providence in the Montego Hills police area in the parish of St. James, they smelled a foul odor and they went into some bushes to investigate. When they checked, they saw a decomposed body lying in the bushes. As a result, the police were informed. When the police made checks, they saw this body. We are not sure as yet whether it's a male or a female, but the body, it was on its back, dressed in a black shirt and a brown shorts. We are told that a pair of slippers was seen next to it. So the police, they are carrying out investigation and a post-mortem will be done to ascertain the cause of death. As soon as we get any more information, we will be updating this story. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet hit on it, yeah man, the same thumbs up button. Greg Green. You say you Greg Green? Me not even argue with you, Me not even argue with you. But if you have not yet hit on the love button, remember to hit on it. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, remember, hit on the subscribe button, as also hit on the notification bell. Then click all, so that whenever we upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. Now, in the final story for today, and I want you to listen this one carefully. Listen me carefully. So we carried a story on Thursday, June 30, 2022. And we told you about an incident that took place early that same morning, about 3 o'clock. What time I say it took place? Early in the morning, about 3 o'clock. It took place at Ricketts Avenue in Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. We told you that residents of the area, they reportedly heard loud explosions sounding like gunshots and they called the police. When the police made checks, Jayre Francis, popularly known as Jay, he was only 17 years old. He was found lying in a yard at Ricketts Avenue. He had gunshot wounds to his head and his throat was also cut. From all indication, Jay died on the spot. Now, when this crime scene was processed, 12 9mm pen shells were recovered from the scene. Now, if you look, well, it was there not too long ago. I'm not sure if it's still there, but if you look on the JCF's Facebook page, you would have seen that photograph. The JCF, they made a serious mistake. Whosoever posted that photograph, they made a serious mistake by reposting it, because they posted it in July, and Vivian Godfrey, also known as Klansman, he had handed over himself to the Savannah Lamar police on Monday, July 25th, 2022. Now, Klansman, he was charged by the police, and the same day he handed in himself. He was charged by the police for shooting with intent. That incident that Klansman was charged for, it was allegedly committed on Thursday, June 30, 2022, some minutes after 3 o'clock. It was allegedly committed at Ricketts Avenue in Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. So, let me ask you something. Let me see if you were paying attention. Were you following the two stories that we just brought? You are? Okay, let's recap. When did I say Jayre Francis, also known as Jay, was shot and killed and his throat cut? When did I say that took place? Yes, man. That incident took place on Thursday, June 30, about 3 o'clock in the early morning. That incident took place at Ricketts Avenue. Now, the incident that I told you that Klansman is charged for, when and where did I tell you that it took place? Yes, man. It allegedly took place on Thursday, June 30, 2022, some minutes after 3 o'clock. So, let's see if there's a connection with these two cases. I had carried a story about Klansman being charged before, and I told you that the two young men who Klansman allegedly shot at were hoodlums. They are said to be members of a gang. Well, Jay, he was also a member of that same gang. So now, yesterday, Klansman, he was charged by the police for the murder of Jayre Francis, also known as Jay. Now, the allegations are that Klansman, he shot and killed Jay. The allegations further is that Jay's two friends, they heard the explosions and they went to check. And it is alleged that Klansman, he fired shots at them, but they were not harmed. So, in addition to the charges that Klansman, who has been in and out of jail and prison for the last many years, in addition to the charges that he was already facing, he is now facing a charge of murder. So, Klansman, he will be going to the courts shortly to face his judgment. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder.